Before I get started on this video, I think that it is important that I put out a disclaimer for all of the religious Christians out there, and there is no shortage whatsoever of Christians who fit that category. So if you are a religious Christian, whether you realize it or not, you are going to get very offended by this video, and I suggest that you do not watch the rest of it. That being said, I want to share a revelation that I received from the Lord with you guys just not even 10 minutes ago. And you are going to have to listen to the entire video for it to make sense. Otherwise, you won't understand what I am saying, and you might say I am like a heretic, or if you're on the other extreme, you might say that I am in the same category or the same boat as the religious Christians. So it is important that you listen to the entirety of this revelation. That being said, let's get into this. So the revelation I got was this: God is going to give the New Age movement a golden opportunity, or a major chance to get saved. He is going to outpour himself supernaturally to the New Age movement, whether that be people that follow New Age beliefs, whether it be people that practice certain New Age practices, whether that would be people that want to believe that all religions are truth, or so on and so forth. He is going to supernaturally pour himself out to many people that consider themselves New Age. And he's going to do it supernaturally through visions, through dreams, through supernatural encounters, etc., etc. But most importantly, the whole reason he's going to pour out his spirit supernaturally to the New Age movement specifically is because a lot of New Agers, the whole reason they got involved with New Age, and it's not just New Agers, it could be pagans, it could be people that are atheists, it could be Wiccans, even Muslims. The whole reason he's supernaturally going to appear to unsaved people is because many unsaved people have been shunned by the church. Many unsaved people have been rejected by quote-unquote Christians that are operating under the spirit of religion. They have been shunned by the corrupt religious system, never having had a chance to understand the message of the gospel fully, to never understand the message of the message of salvation, because it was tainted by religious Christians. And a lot of these New Agers tried to seek out an alternative, whether that was out of ignorance or stubbornness or whatever the reason may be. Jesus sees this truth. Jesus sees that many of those who have been led astray, many of the lost, many of the New Age, that they have unintentionally or unawarely displayed the gifts of the Spirit, have displayed kindness, have displayed love for their fellow man more authentically, more genuinely than many, if not a vast majority of people who consider themselves to be quote unquote Christian. So God is extending out an olive branch of peace to the New Age movement. Now it's totally up to them if they accept Jesus or not. They have free will. But the injustices that have been perpetrated by the religious church has not been overlooked by God. And I can't remember specifically how the verse goes, but I believe it's in the book of Matthew where it says, "Depart from me, I never knew you." And it said, it says that many will not make it into heaven, something of that effect. That a lot of people that appear to be Christian and seem to be walking the walk, or people that seem godly, or people even who seem like they love Jesus, a lot of them won't make it into heaven. And not to mention in the book, the book of Matthew, where it talks about the Good Samaritan. And not to mention, what about where Jesus, his biggest opponents, for the most part when he was here on earth, were Pharisees, who were part of the religious system. How many Christians now that are involved in the church establishment can you say are very similar in nature to the Pharisees? There's quite a lot of them. The spirit of religion has poisoned the church. And because of this, as a result, many people have not known Jesus, not out of ignorance or self-will, but because they were rejected by the church, because the church tainted the gospel with their religious stupidity. So, as a review, as a way of summarizing the content of this video and this revelation, is this: many people in the New Age movement or paganism turned to that because they were rejected by the church, and as a result, they never fully understood the message of the gospel. They never understood the importance of being saved. And because the church corrupted and tainted the message of salvation, God or Jesus or Holy Spirit, or however you want to refer to him, will come down and reveal himself supernaturally, and he will give them an opportunity to get saved if they accept it or not.